fucking bounce it.
Hey, what's going on everybody? My name's Ashley. Welcome to another episode of Chasing Chelsea. If you do enjoy the video, please drop a like. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And if you'd like to check out any social media links or links to previous episodes, they'll be down in the description below. So we're going to jump straight on into it. And the first bit of business is opening this Ultimate Loan Player Pack, where we're going to go ahead and open it and get Tony Kroos, who isn't really going to affect the series, but we do get a fitness card in there which we can use at a later date when needed. So we're going to move on into the trade pile now and see that we did pick up a player which is going to be this Ramirez, who we did pick up for about 1,000 coins lower than his lowest buy now. So we're going to send him into the club and open a bronze pack because we need some more contracts. We're going to list up all the players in the pack and then keep the contracts and the fitness cards and then discard the rest as we don't need it, and then move on into the squad. So as you can see, we need to go ahead and apply a bronze contract to Palmer. We also need to go ahead and apply a leg healing card to Masonda. So that's all the squad rotated, and we're going to move straight on into our first game of the episode, and we're going to be coming up against a League Earned side, some very dangerous players in there, although he has got Bovu on 7 chemistry. The rest of the players in there are on 4 chemistry and very decent players indeed. But it starts off well for us as we pick up the ball with Falcao in the wide areas, looking to drive on in towards the box. We take on a defender, manage to get inside the area. He is going to square it across to Ramirez, and Ramirez is going to get his first goal for the club, which is great news. But in the second half, my opponent decides that he has had enough. He manages to find Moutinho free in the area, who smashes it into the top corner, making it 1-1, putting us back on to level terms. And then moments later, he's going to go ahead and get another opportunity. This time Cavani plays it through to Entep. Entep is free in the wide area, cuts inside and puts it into the back of the net, making it 2-2. But my opponent wasn't done there, so once again Moutinho this time supplying Cavani. Cavani's free, puts it past the keeper, making it 3-1 and giving him the win, because that was how the game did finish. But Ramirez did pick up man of the match and was a very welcome addition to the club, so hopefully he can make an impact in future games. But we're going to run through these games as quickly as possible, and we're going to move straight on into another game. So he rotated the team once more, as you can see, bringing Kennedy back in for Falcao, and hopefully this will be a decent enough side. But we're going to move on into the game, and as we go to load up into a game, we're going to come up against a side that is a full Dutch team. So I was very interested to see how this team played, although it does have some informs in there, so we knew it's going to be tough. But as we load in, it disconnects us from the game. We didn't get the loss for it, so I'm okay with that. We go ahead and pick up a gold contract, as we do need to go ahead and apply it to Baba, as we did lose the contract for those games. So we're going to go ahead and apply the gold contract to Baba, also our remaining bronze contract to Swift, and then move on into the game with the same team. And we're going to go into this game, and it's going to be coming up against an opponent who's using a 4-3-3 BPL side with some very interesting players, but not the strongest players, so we're hoping for a positive result. But that was dashed early on as my opponent gets an opportunity. Oxlade-Chamberlain playing it through to Martial. Martial finishes at the near post, making it 1-0 to my opponent. But we did come back into the game midway through the half, getting an opportunity to drive in the wide areas with Ramirez. He cuts inside, pulls the ball back, gets inside the box, and he is eventually going to square it across to Boga. Boga puts it in the back of the net, giving us a 1-0 lead. So then we continued to push forward. Just before half time, we pick up a ball to Kennedy. Kennedy is going to drive inside, and his shot is going to fly into the back of the net, giving us a 2-1 lead. We move on into the second half, and a poor throw out from my opponent gives the ball away. Ramirez picks it up, plays it in towards Kennedy. Kennedy drives on in towards goal, and it flies into the back of the net, and it's 3-1 to us. But then in the 90th, my opponent gets a corner, he swings it in, and a poor header allows even Corker to get on the end of it and put it in the back of the net to make it 3-2. But we do end up walking away with the 3-2 victory, which is always good and puts us one step closer to the Division 7 title. So we're going to go ahead and move on, as we need to try and get 3 more points to win the title, and move on into our final game of the episode. But we do need to go ahead and apply a fitness card to Troyer, and I only have a all injuries fitness card left, so I'm going to go ahead and apply that to him, but it means we're going to need to buy something in the future. But we move on anyway, and we're going to be coming up against an opponent who is using a full BPL side, although he does have a for left mid in the form of Jordan, but it's still a very strong team. But it starts off well for us as we get an opportunity here. Bertrand Traore picking up the ball in the wide area, looking to drive inside the box. He turns to the defender, and then he is going to smash it into the back of the net, giving us a 1-0 lead. But we weren't done there. We picked the ball up once again. Falcao picking picking the ball up, turning inside the defenders, getting inside the box, pulling the ball back, and then eventually he's going to fire it in the back of net, giving us a 2-0 lead. So we thought we were comfortable in this game, but my opponent then decided that he wanted to come back at us, and he finds Oxlade-Chamberlain in the wide area. He is going to pick up the ball, drive inside the area, and eventually off to the waiting Ross Barkley. Ross Barkley turns and smashes it into the back of net, making it 2-1. So we still have the lead for now, but then my opponent gets another opportunity where some poor defending gives it straight away to Christian Benteke. Benteke plays it in towards Danny Welbeck. Danny Welbeck manages to play it back to Benteke, and Benteke puts it in the top corner to make it 2-2. So that was how the game did finish. We pick up a point, so it means in the next game, regardless, we will be going up, but we need to win to get to the title. All that's left to do is go ahead and apply the check mark to the checklist for Ramirez, and that will bring an end to the episode. So until next time, guys, my name's Ashley. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.